Came down this morning to this, so that was exciting. This is kind of a mock representation of what the space will look like. Everything is to scale here, the aisle, the spacing of everything, so it's looking good. Really happy. Good aisle space.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're destroying our bodies and spending thousands of dollars on equipment and countless hours of time to bring you free content. Come get in with me. This is my sweet little baby, in case you didn't know. Enterprise truck rental. Looks like we got a delivery. Hopefully the sink. Stuff. Scarlett's working on this little cabinet right here. You can see all the seams are getting cleaned up. Everything's looking pretty good. And this is kind of the faces right here. Same over here, which are looking phenomenal. We're using satin paint, and you can see this is what we got going on inside. We're not painting the insides. We're just going to kind of leave them wood. It's really storage area. It's not. Doesn't need to look pristine. So. That's where we're at right now. Scarlett has been working hard these past few days, huh, Scarlett?
Yes, and I know my shirt is inside out.
This is kind of exciting because all the last week's work has been making this stuff look good, and now it really comes together with the paint, and you see that all your Bondo after all worked out. Look at her, she's building a van.
These are the floors we're going. We went with a laminate this time. With Lewis, we just did a stick-on vinyl, and we weren't super happy with it, so we went with a little more expensive vinyl this time, hoping that, you know, we're gonna get our money's worth out of this stuff. We doubt we'll be using all this for this floor. Whatever we don't use, we'll use to redo Lewis's floors. So for our floor install, you may notice that we are extending the floors past our subfloor, and that is because we have our water hose running along the floor of our van. So when we go in and put the finishing touches, we'll have a trim piece that kind of brackets that in and closes it up nicely. alizarin trim is in the process of going in.
Second night down here. Welcome back to the channel. If you've watched the last 3 videos, you haven't seen Scarlett. She's painting. Did a good job pre-painting these cabinets, so the install was easy today. Check out this lighting we got going on. Oh my gosh, so sick. We've got stuff to do. I had to come over here and repair this. I'm not going to show you too much because it looks gross right now, but we decided to change the angle of this from 45 to 22.5 so that we could fit our stovetop. Peep the stovetop. Sick. And the sink. What are you feeling? Well, talk to me. Talk to the vlog.
Feeling an all-nighter.
Just installed the cabinet faces, which we had everything kind of pre-drilled and installed, all the hardware and all that, but they're looking pretty good, pretty clean, nice IKEA style. I'm gonna wire up these little puck lights now and get those fired up, or at least tested. Sand and paint. These lights are new. Coming together, coming together.
We're back, we're reinvigorated, and it's a beautiful Sunday. We are going to work on our backsplash today. So we have a really cool little project, a DIY project to show you for our backsplash. And Seth's mom is working on the cushions today, so she's wrapping those up. She's so cute, she loves doing them. Bye!
Okay, here we are, day something, and I'm gonna actually show you, my mom has been making these cushions. We're doing a little trade of services here, and I'm gonna hook her potting shed up with solar power. So here are our benches, kind of assembled. I know it's been a little bit since we filmed, but we have some time lapses of stuff, and that'll go on the door. And I'm gonna take you guys over and show you more of how these are getting made. Got anything to tell the vlog, Mom?
No. Kind of just
the workshop?
Yes. Piecing it as you go.
Yeah.
Study your geometry.
Yeah. And then there's the other in the works.
Yep.
They look good.
Alright, so this is Sunday's DIY project. We were debating with ourselves what to do for this backsplash. We obviously wanted to do something that tied well into the space, but that was darker than all this white we have going on, and we didn't want to draw too much attention to it, but we obviously wanted it to be, you know, a feature in the van, because it will be something that you look at when you walk into the space. So, we went to Lowe's yesterday, and we found these vinyl flooring planks. So they're actually made for floors, but I mean, they kind of just look like a slaty material, almost like a concrete. And we held them up and determined that they were too light. They were too gray. We didn't want to incorporate too many grays, especially since our cushions will already be gray, and they're a warmer gray than this is. This is a much bluer gray. So we weren't super happy with that, and we wanted something darker. We took some black spray paint and we actually just sprayed black onto the original surface and then rubbed it with a sponge, and it came out looking something like this. Let me show you in the light so you can compare a bit. Seth had this awesome idea to cut it into strips and then cut those strips into 4 separate sizes and kind of piece them together so that it gives the illusion of tile, but the application of this will be incredibly simple because it's just stick-on. So like that's an adhesive on the back, and then once we have our tile strips cut, we can just go ahead and stick them to our backsplash. Pretty excited about our little DIY project. A very cheap and simple solution to a van backsplash if you're looking for one.
Here they are, 4 lengths. And we will do an arrangement and then stick them up to the wall.
So that's kind of the vibe that you'll be seeing on our backsplash.
And obviously, like, you know, I've sampled some from the same sheet, but we cut 4 sheets down, so you'd mix and match on each row. The other thing about the backsplash was, like, it's kind of one of the things that pulls the van all together. So we want to be able to pick up the felt, we want to pick up the cushions and like just kind of colors from all around, but we also want it to be dark and have that kind of like modern, sleek feel. And I think this kind of gives us the best of both worlds there, and it gives us a nice look, and then we can, it's really something we can mess with quite a bit to get the look we want.
Obviously we're just doing it on our cushions. This won't be the background that it's on, but it'll look something along those lines. So another thing that we accomplished was this countertop. It's just a simple vinyl roll that we purchased on Amazon, and we'll have it linked down below. But it's a marble type finish. It's a super simple application process. It's just like a big sticker, so you just stick it on, and then we, you know, obviously press down our edges pretty hard so that you got those clean, hard lines. We cut any edges that we had with a razor blade just to ensure it was a sharp line, and yeah, I mean, super simple fix to a van countertop if you're looking for one. With Lewis, we have an IKEA countertop, and the only reason we didn't go with another IKEA countertop was because the estimated shipping delivery during this coronavirus crisis was about 2 months, and obviously with the time frame we're looking to get this van done in, we can't have a 2-month shipping delivery. So we went with this as an alternative, and we're really happy with it.
Yeah, we were gonna try to undermount the sink, so you didn't have the stainless steel band around it. It ended up being very difficult to get the clean cuts in it because we don't have a clamp-on like table saw. And another thing I was a little bit worried about is getting this vinyl to wrap around and creating an actual waterproof seal. So I think this is probably better all around, and I think that this will be better for the functionality of everything in the long run. But I think the like dark gray tile is gonna look really, really clean behind this right here.
If you guys notice an improvement in videography quality, it's not because Seth is on the camera, it's because we got a new lens. So give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the improved quality. We're definitely enjoying it. It's autofocus, so we no longer have to like...
Oh, we also got these cool, we got hardware. So I had kind of talked about this at some point, but initially we were going to do push pop. Show them the back drawers, Scarlett. We were going to do push pop on everything, just like this. Yeah, so you push it in,
So it's like,
and it locks it.
And it locks, and you push it,
And it pops open, and then you can open it. We were going to do that. What we decided to do is put some hardware on, and I'm really liking the look of this stuff we got. It's like a very low profile handle. So anyway, we decided to go with that. I think that'll make our lives a lot easier as we install everything and just help us out a lot. I also think it'll look cool. And I was a little worried when I put this one together that everything was going to just be too blank, especially with the top cabinets and everything, so I think it'll break up the space and look pretty sweet.
Yeah, we're digging the like black accents. The matte black accents are really something.
Here's our sink right here. It's gonna go in that funky looking hole. Yeah, I'm gonna install that. and we'll go from there.
And just like that, we have a sink.
And here we go. We should turn this on.
That's going to go ahead and conclude this week's build episode. If you're interested in things van life beyond the build, we just so happen to be doing it ourselves, and we document all of that on our Instagram, which is @LewisTheVan. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the last build episode of the series, which will be out next Wednesday. See you guys next Wednesday.